on a little lip gloss. My sister-in-law gifted me this from the brand Fresh. I'm obsessed with it. It's like a lip oil, but it's got a nice color. It's called Treat Lip Oil. I love it. I love the color, but I love the texture even more. It's nap time and I have a pile of stuff. You can't even see it. You can just see like one thing. But I've got a pile of stuff here that I want to show you. So something truly tragic happened in my last video. Basically, I lost like a ton of footage. I was being a little hasty and I was like deleting things on my computer. And then I deleted a file that had within it a bunch of video files, which were already imported to my iMovie, which is where I edit the YouTube videos. However, it deleted everything. I don't entirely know how that worked or like what even happened, but alas, I deleted so much footage, but we still got the video out. It was what it was. It's fine. You keep moving. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's not that big of a deal. But in one of the clips I had in there that I really, really wanted to share was a thrift haul. I have been doing a lot of thrifting, yard selling, marketplace, that kind of shopping lately. I have always loved to thrift. I've been thrifting since I was a kid and it wasn't even a trendy cool thing. And we did it out of necessity, and still to this day, I just love to thrift, and I'm just grateful that it's an option. I've also been on like a humongo matcha kick. A friend of mine brought me some matcha straight from Japan, which was like, I cried. Like, our mutual friend brought me this stuff from her, and I literally was just like in awe and shocked. It was really, really kind and really sweet. But that matcha is probably the best matcha I've ever tasted in my entire life. And so I've been making matcha for myself and kind of like hoarding it just for me, like a lot lately, like every day. And it's peak pumpkin spice latte season, but I have just been wanting my little matcha. Although I will say, I've been putting pumpkin spice creamer in it. I don't know, that feels criminal maybe to say out loud, but it's really good. Anyway, so that's what I'm drinking, a matcha, but it's like a little lukewarm and it's still good. Oh, anyway. Okay, first let me go through the thrifted finds. This little pumpkin, I got at Goodwill. It's actually fabric pumpkin, which I normally would never gravitate towards buying fabric-y things that I can't wash from thrift stores. However, this was in insanely good condition. Like it looked, when I got it, it looked brand new. I mean, it looks brand new. I just got it a couple days ago, or like a week ago now. Looks brand new. Didn't have anything like any discoloration. I did end up like just spot cleaning it and like setting it out in the sun just for like precautionary measures. But I thought this was really nice because obviously I have small kids, and the pumpkins that I have already, they're like pretty much all dollar spot. Or like TJ Maxx pumpkins, but they're all glass, so I have to store them. Like I have some up here, or I have one up there, and like in the kitchen. I only have a handful, but they have to be in places that my kids aren't gonna reach them and break them. So this one, I actually am putting on our little TV stand, and my kids can touch it or play with it, or I don't really care because it won't break. And it's just really cute, and I love the colors, and I just think it's very adorable. So, got a little pumpkin from the thrift. Another thrift find, not very fall related, but very cute. This Friends and Family, it's called the Bookshelf Photo Album. And in my clip that ended up getting deleted, this was actually wrapped, like I had the plastic on it still and like a little like tag wrapped in it inside the plastic. So essentially brand new, but the brand is Printworks. And I personally, being in like the junk journaling community online, have seen a lot about Printworks over the last year, and they're a pretty expensive brand. Like this, I think I found this, I ended up looking for this specifically. It was like $27 on their website. So anyway, I got it for like $3. Has a little Friends and Family on the spine, and like you could put it in a bookshelf and it looks like a book. But I love that it's actually, I thought it was gonna be like, since it was wrapped, I didn't know what it was gonna look like on the inside. I just took a chance. I thought it was gonna be a standard photo album, which isn't, cool, whatever, fit like 2 photos. But it's actually paper. So I could literally use this like a little Friends and Family junk journal. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna use it yet. I have no specific plans at all. but I just couldn't leave it because I was like, wait, like literally the brand name caught my eye, and the friends and family was cute, and I was just like, I can always use an extra journal, or junk journal or photo album or whatever. So that was another thrift find. Actually, let me stick with like the Goodwill or like slash thrift. Hold on. Where's my other? Oh, I thrifted this frame. It looks actually very similar to this frame. Ironically, a little bit smaller though. This was like $1.50, I think, at the thrift store and at a local thrift store. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I've been trying to like have my kids do more artwork and put more things in their room, like little sweet art that they do. So this was just the print that came in it, and I'm storing it in here right now because I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And then the last one, the last like thrifted thing, I have a ton of these purple candles. Purple candles from IKEA, and this is just an old like piano stick holder, but spray painted gold, so it's giving fall, you know? And then the purple is not giving fall, but I feel like for me, this is a part of that like colorful home, like joyful home. I am leaving these purple candles that are all throughout my house. You'll see like on our kitchen table, I have this one. Hold on, excuse me, I'll close and personal. Like this sits on our kitchen table, and I light them sometimes, not all the time. But I'm keeping those out. And I also have like I have some beeswax candles. Those ones I burn like every day. I don't like to burn these every day because they're not probably as clean. So I have little kids. I don't, care to burn like these all the time, but for special occasions. And also I just honestly love the look of decorating with candles. Like this one sits on our bookshelf in our living room, and I just like how it looks. This one doesn't get lit up there, obviously, but it's like kind of a nice place to store it, because then once the kitchen ones go, once the kitchen ones are used up, I can move some over to different places. Whatever, you get it. I hear somebody's awake. Pause, please. I'm going to try to finish kind of quick. So I thrifted this, not from a thrift store, but from Thrift Books. This is the Francine Rivers Reader. And it includes 2 of her books, The Scarlet Thread and then Leota's Garden. I've read Leota's Garden. I have a copy of that I thrifted. So I found some little boards for my kids from Marketplace. These are on Amazon for like 20 bucks. These little they're like magnetic letter tracers. You get the gist of the letter, and you have a little pencil that's attached. And then there's like these little magnetic beads. If you are a mama or in the homeschool world, I'm sure you've seen stuff like this. I can't bring myself to buy stuff like this brand new. I don't know. I just feel like Marketplace always has, not literally this, like I was not expecting to see this, but it's just hard to buy like certain things new that you don't know if your kids are gonna like them or use them. But anyway, my kids have been loving this, and I even love it. And yeah, we got it for $5 on Marketplace. Actually, this woman sold me like all of these boards, 3 of the boards for $10. So like a little color sorting, magnetic game, garage sorting, alphabet, and then this as well. 3 for $10, so that was a Marketplace little deal. I love Marketplace. I'm not always on, I'm just gonna use this walker. I'm not always on Facebook. I'm not like good about like remembering to go on, but lately I have been, actually, because I've been finding so many little things that not finding, but like looking for so many things. Like I would love to find a chalkboard and I don't know, other things, but I'm not willing to pay, not even that I'm not willing to pay full price, but it's just like, I know that I can probably find certain things on Marketplace. There are certain things you can't find on Marketplace, right? Like I would love eventually to get like some throw pillows for a couch, but okay, she's gonna crawl around for a second. They don't get played with as much because they're just amongst a bunch of other toys, but this I leave on our table inside of this, which I also got at a yard sale for 25 cents, and I'm gonna tell you about this in a second. But I find that when they're like waiting to eat, or when they're just like, I don't know, like taking a break from the living room playing, we don't have a playroom or anything. So pretty much all of our play happens around here, but I see them, specifically my older one, like come here and just kind of trace some letters, and it's sweet. We'll also do this like as like a little practice when I'm getting his schoolwork ready. I'll say, hey, just sit down and do the uppercase, or hey, just sit down and do the lowercase, and then I'll be ready for you in a second. Kind of like a way of doing a little bit of busy work for a minute for him, that I don't have to prep or anything, so that I can get the actual lesson prepped and ready to go. And it's, again, it's just helping him because obviously he's very new to handwriting and writing his name, and yeah, so this is sweet. It's a nice to have. And then this is what I've been storing it in, funny enough. This is technically, so the guy who sold this to me, he said that he thought his wife used this for napkins, which makes a lot of sense. I got it because it was only $1/4, and the shape, I don't know. And then on the back, it's like a real nice wood. It's called Betchilla wood. So anyway, it's made in England. I was like, I just can't pass on this. Like, I don't even use napkins. We don't even like use, you know, like napkins like that really. I mean, mostly our paper towel family. But anyway, I was like, I could put journals in here. I could put paper in here. Like, I don't know. I just knew, don't pass this up for $1/4. It's so cute, and you can use it for something. Sorry, I keep looking down. You can use it for something or pass it along, whatever. But then, like that same day or like a day later, we went to another yard sale and got this, and I was like, oh, it's so cute and perfect. So it's just on our table right now. But what this originally was for, he said napkins, right? But I came home and I like put in the info, you know, I searched it up based on what it says underneath. Bro, this is a toast. This was initially like a toast holder. I forgot what exactly the name is, but essentially it's a British English thing. You put pieces of toast in here, and then you set it on the table, and then you have like your jam, I guess, and your butter. It's like a little toast holder. There was a name for it, but a toast something. Table toast something. I don't know, but it's for toast. It's for bread. I just thought that was so funny, and I won't use it like that because, again, it's from a yard sale. Although very clean, they definitely, it doesn't look like they ever used it for toast because there's like no wear or tear on this at all. But yeah, it's just so cute. I feel like it's a multi-purpose, like one of those things where you're like, you could use this for a bunch of things. You could use this for a bunch of things, which I just love. So anyway, that is that's mostly the thrift, yard sale, thrift stores, yard sale, and marketplace finds, plus some books, like lots of kids books. I've been thrifting a ton of kids books. And I could do that in a separate haul if that's interesting. I don't know how interesting that really would be though. So I forgot one of the thrift things I wanted to show you guys as I was like tidying up the kitchen. This, I was about to say globe, and then I was about to say frame. This vase. This color is one of my most perfect colors. I don't even know if it looks that good on me, but I have a shirt, like a couple shirts this color, slightly darker, slightly darker. I'm looking at my kid's Tony's box. Hold on, let me grab it. My kid's Tony's box is kind of the exact color that, sorry, whoa. It was charging. I love these kinds of colors. If you like just mix these two, that's like my perfect color. But anyway, it's rare to find a thrift store, or to find a vase at a thrift store that is the right shape for you and the right color. I am a big fan. Sorry, I got baby here again with the toys and things in the high chair this time. But I'm a big fan of finding things at the thrift and like repurposing them or like upcycling them, painting them, whatever. But it's rare to find it, and you don't need to do that. Like, anyway, there was no scratches on it. Actually, as I'm like looking at it now, I'm like, wait, is that a scratch? Is that new? Is that from us? From my household? I don't know. But there's hardly any dinks or dents or dinks on it, or like whatever. Made in Portugal. Thought that was pretty cool. It is just stunning. Hi, TT Joe.
Hey. How are you?
I'm good, girl.
It's those little lantern puffs. Oh my gosh.
Dude, don't judge me, okay? I'm literally recording. I'm almost done.
Oh no,
But
you're good.
don't judge my voice, okay? Besides this vase, this was the vase. This is the one that was, which is a perfect color, perfect size. perfect, everything about it. Okay, that was the only thrift thing to show. The other 3 things that I wanted to show. The books came. The 3 books I wanted to show you. Book of the month. Order. So, most excited about this book, Wild Reverence. If you are a Divine Rivals girly, Divine Rivals Ruthless Vows girl, which I feel like several of my online friends are, this is her newest book, which is like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a prequel to those 2 books. Or not a prequel, but like it takes place in the same world. Okay, you've got to speed this up. It takes place in the same world, but like earlier time frame. I don't know. Anyway, it's called Wild Reverence. I am most pumped about this book. And yeah, there's so many books on my TBR for fall that I need to start. But this might end up having to get bumped up. And then randomly, the actual book of the month that I chose for, here you go, baby girl, that I chose was this one. This is called To the Moon and Back, Eliana Ramage. Eliana Ramage. I don't know. The premise of this book, very, very interesting, about an astronaut, Cherokee astronaut. I don't know. Seems like a interesting read, so I picked it. But also the title really got me. My mom and I say this to each other, like, love you to the moon and back. I don't know. I'm excited. This is not going, I don't know when in fall, but sometime before the end of the year, this will be read. And then this is a memoir that we picked up. And if you've been following along for a while, I have said that this year is a year that I wanted to read more memoirs. I don't have a number. I don't have a specific amount, but Somebody's Daughter by Ashley C. Ford. And this is Ashley. Anyway, so I'm excited about this. It seemed really interesting. Her father was in prison. Yes, her father was is incarcerated, and it follows her story. So, 3 very exciting books. I'm most pumped for Wild Reverence, but honestly, even these 2, I'm just very excited about all of them. I'm really grateful to use those credits. So, bearing that in mind, I need to know, what are you currently reading? What's on your TBR for fall or just for September in general? I have a few other books that I really want to get to and need to get to, but speaking of, actually, I have one on my Kindle that I'm currently reading. Actually, a few on my Kindle that I'm reading. But anyway, c'est la vie. There are so many books. So is life. Okay. I think baby is done. My time is up for recording. So we might just end the video here. So in case I decide that we are ending the video here, thanks so much for watching. We've got the baby hums in the background. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.